So today, guys, I want to bring something up to you guys that I'm sure that some of you have realized. And while I have been following this case for quite some time, you guys know that I've had lots and lots of videos come out about this specific case, spirit box videos, opinion videos, and we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard today, guys. And so, as you guys know, when I make videos, spirit box videos and things like that, I have to make a thumbnail to go with it, right? So, of course, to do that, I have to go online, search through different photos of, Gypsy, Dee Dee, mostly Dee Dee, because all of our spirit box sessions are done with Dee Dee, except for one. We did do one with Stephanie Godimer, aka Stephanie Godijan, which is Nick's mom, who is also passed away. And so again, when I'm searching, looking through these photos to try to find what I want to use to create my thumbnails, something dawned on me as I'm looking through, like something just hit me. And I was like, wait a minute here. This is really weird. Like, guys, when I tell you guys this, I know some of you are going to be like, I definitely noticed that too. And others are going to be like, whoa, I never even whoa, how mind-blowing. Okay, guys, so as I'm scrolling through all of the photos that have ever been uploaded online of Gypsy or Dee Dee or Gypsy and Dee Dee, and I'm talking about all the photos that were taken before Dee Dee's unaliving, before Gypsy went to prison. So scrolling through all these photos, have anyone noticed that there is not one photo in existence of Gypsy looking miserable? Not one. Absolutely not one. Like, I'm about to show you guys here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of photos that I have compiled, okay? Not compiled specifically for thumbnails. Some of the photos I do have that I have kept to the side to use for thumbnails, but a lot of these photos I recently compiled after coming to realize this. Literally every single photo of Gypsy Rose Blanchard before she unalived Dee Dee and before she went to prison, she looks extremely happy in these photos. Tell me, guys, does this look like a person who was absolutely miserable to the point to where she had to unalive her mother? Okay, does this look like a miserable person? Does this look like an unhappy person? Does this look like a desperate person? And not only is she smiling in every single one of these photos, not only does she look super happy in every single one of these photos, but this girl be cheesing. This girl be cheesing like a mother effer, okay? She is like, okay? She is like blinging. This girl is happy. She's happy. She's building a new house or, helping the Habitat for Humanity build a new house. She's got a huge smile on her face. She's doing interviews. She's got a huge smile on her face. She's at Disney World, Comic-Con, the movie theater, whatever other events. She's got a huge smile on her face. This girl is cheesing from ear to ear, even while sitting in her kitchen sink getting a bath. Okay. Does this look like a person who was so desperate to get away from her mother that she had to go to the extreme lengths of unaliving her mother because she was that miserable, because she was that terrified, because she was that uncomfortable, unhappy, whatever, everything that she described about her life? Do these pictures say that? None of those photos of Gypsy says that at all. None of them. So I said, there's got to be one, right? There's got to be at least one photo of Gypsy before, the unaliving of Dee Dee, before the prison thing, of her just looking miserable and unhappy, and couldn't find one. Could not find one. So for those of you who are in doubt about all of this, those of you who are having a hard time believing that Gypsy is a full-blown liar, those of you having a hard time believing that, Dee Dee should not have lost her life at the hands of Gypsy and Nicholas, if that's really what happened, here's a challenge for you. Go online and legitimately search for a photo of Gypsy, again, before the unaliving of Dee Dee, before Gypsy went to prison, not while Gypsy was in prison, not when after she came out of prison and decided to be a completely fake person, before, right? I challenge you to find a photo where she looks absolutely miserable, where she looks like she has to get out, where she looks like she's trapped, right? Find one. Because I couldn't. And if you do, awesome. But if you do, that doesn't excuse the fact that literally 99% of the photos that are available to the public of Gypsy Rose Blanchard before she unalived her mother and went to prison for unaliving her mother. And there's a lot of photos. A lot of photos, like so many photos. I was even asking myself as I was scrolling through, like, how is there's like this many photos? Like, they weren't even like that famous before all of this happened. They were just average people, right? Average people. And I am just, the way Gypsy described and still continues to describe what her life was like before she decided to unalive her mother and the reason for unaliving her mother. And then you go back and look at all of these pictures and videos, even videos, okay? There are videos.
Right now I'm in Cinderella's castle eating some royal mashed potatoes.
And you even go look at those and she's laughing and giggling and Gypsy, oh my God, I just scared myself doing that. But guys, I'm another huge reason why I'm gonna call bullshit. There's a lot of reasons to call bullshit, and there's a lot of us content creators trying to get everybody to realize the bullshit because justice has not been fully served. And a lot of us are not out here talking about the case or Dee Dee or Gypsy in a way that we want to be bullies or in a way that we want to be just horrible people. It's not like that. We're desperate for justice for Dee Dee. Okay, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day for the majority of the content creators that literally get on here just like I am and like so many others to talk about and call out the bullshit in this case. And the only reason why we're doing that is because justice has not fully been served and we want justice. And we will not stop until we get justice. Me personally, I don't get on YouTube as often as other content creators to discuss the situation. But as you guys know, I do do a lot of spirit box sessions / videos, and I don't turn it into a video unless I feel like it was, a good enough session to be able to upload, contacting Dee Dee, because that's the only way that we're really going to get any answers, right? Because we ain't going to get them from Gypsy. I mean, she hasn't been honest since day one. Right? And that's just like I spoke about in my Spirit Box video that I uploaded yesterday, I believe. Well, today, but for you guys, yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday, I don't know, a few days ago, reaching out to Dee Dee. And I even asked Dee Dee about the marks that were on Gypsy's knuckles when right after her interrogation, and they took pictures of her hands. They had her put her hands out and there was bruises and like scrapes or scratches on her knuckles. Why was this never addressed? That's my question. And a lot of people are like, why does she have all of these bruises and scratches and things on her knuckles? Because she beat the crap out of her mother as she was being unalived or right after, out of anger, hate, whatever. And when I asked Dee Dee that question in my Spirit Box session, the responses were insane, guys. And if you guys did not see that session, I advise that you definitely go check that out. It's actually one of my most accurate Spirit Box sessions I've ever done communicating with Dee Dee. Her responses literally sent shivers down my spine. It really creeped me out. the responses that day. So again, if you have not seen that, go over and check that out. Because again, that's one of the reasons why I reach out to Dee Dee's spirit as often as I do, because we're not going to get any real answers otherwise. Like I said, we ain't going to get them from Gypsy. So, you know, guys, which brings me back to the reason why I made this video, those photos. There's not one photo or video that I could find of Gypsy Rose Blanchard looking like she was trapped, looking like she was miserable, looking like she was mistreated, looking like she needed to get out, looking like she was in a state of mind where she needed to unalive her mother. Gypsy may have went through some things that she shouldn't have gone through, but I personally believe that the way Gypsy describes her life is way worse than what it actually was. And I believe Gypsy is just a sick, sick person. Absolutely disgusting. But anyways, guys, go check this out for yourself. Do your research. Look at the photos. Look at the videos and tell me. Tell me in the comments below. Did you find a photo or a video where Gypsy looks absolutely miserable? I'd like to know, because if you find one, I want to see it. And if you do, email it to me. My email address is in my About section here in my channel. So I would love to see that. And again, make sure it is pre-schmurder, pre-prison. Okay, like before all of that, okay? I don't want to see anything afterwards, and I don't want to see any fake Photoshop crap. I'm very, very up on technology as far as how to Photoshop things and how to identify things that have been Photoshopped. So if it was, I'll probably be able to tell. But no, seriously, guys, I am putting you up to that challenge. Look for a picture or a video of Gypsy looking miserable. There's not one. Not one. Somebody who felt the need to unalive their mother and go to that extreme, you would think would look miserable. And you can't say, well, I was hiding my pain. I was putting on a show. I was faking being happy. I was faking smiling. Bitch, no, you were not. Look at those smiles. You were happy as pig shit. Girl, you were cheesing from ear to ear. That's not fake. That's not fake. You didn't fake that. No, you had a pretty good life. Again, you might have went through some things that you shouldn't have gone through, but not to the extent that you have described, and especially not to the extent to where your mother deserved to lose her life. You were happy. You got to do so many things. You got to do more things than the majority of kids nowadays or any other time got to do. Do you know how many children would freaking do anything to go to Disney World? You know how many children would do anything to go to Comic-Con? You know how many children would do anything to receive all of the gifts and the items and the trips and everything that Gypsy Rose Blanchard did and got to go on? Absolutely disgusting. So while yes, again, there might have been some things that Gypsy went through that she didn't have to go through, but her mother loved her child. And even if her mother did do fraudulent things to get money and trips and items and whatever, who did she do them for? Let's stop to think about that for a minute. She didn't have anybody else in her life. She did those things for Gypsy. That is a mother who loves her daughter. That is a mother who wants to like take her daughter places and have her daughter experience things and things that the most kids, teenagers, whatever, would do anything to experience. Just let me know in the comments below what your guys' opinion is. Of course, respectfully. And as always, if you guys like this video, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe, as we do all kinds of fun stuff here. We cover all kinds of stuff involving paranormal, murder cases, documentaries, vlogging, all kinds of stuff. We have lots of fun here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys.